So everyone knows by this point that Geralt of Rivia is being recasted in The Witcher for season 4. But me and Dom were talking. We think there may have been some better times, like believably in the show, they could have recast him in season 3 so that it wasn't so abrasive in season 4. And maybe it would even make sense with the plot. So we have the top 3 reasons here. The first one is not super plot heavy or whatever, but the second 2 actually fit into the plot where they could have believably recast him. And I love it. But first, let us know in the comments if you think there's a better spot than what we are about to say here, or even tell us beforehand, whatever. Doesn't matter.
And we'll tell you why you're wrong too.
Yeah,
so
we'll let
go
you
ahead and
know.
leave it
We'll let
down
you know.
there. We're gonna smack you down and then smack that like button. The point I thought they could have made the casting change for Geralt from Henry Cavill to Liam Hemsworth was in the mid-season break. So for some reason, I don't think they organically wanted to do this break. I believe Netflix decided like they want to do with Stranger Things, let the hype build up, do like a mid-season break, and then everyone will come for the finale. You know, because if you just binge watch or you drop it all at once, it's only in the zeitgeist, or you want to talk about the search algorithm only for a certain period of time. So I thought in the mid-season break after episode 5, they could have just recast it or put in Liam Hemsworth at that point. Now, in retrospect, it would have been really hard because I don't know when Henry Cavill decided to leave. But you could have just like mid-season break, build hype up about the end of season 3 with Liam Hemsworth, and just kind of pull the Band-Aid off right there. Just not even a spell or anything, because there was nothing really happening at that moment to do. Well, maybe they put masks on at one point, then they lift the mask up, and then he looks different. You know, maybe something dumb like that. But
yeah, they could do it. It's actually kind of tricky too. It's like a sneaky way to do it. This might be the sneakiest way. Because they have you hooked like
we're dumb Americans. We're dumb Americans. We might not even know. Oh, he same guy.
Geralt, you look the same to me. But yeah, we watched the first 5 episodes, so we're already quote unquote invested in season 3. So what are we just going to stop watching in the second half of season 3? We won't. But there are a lot of people that I'm sure will stop watching for season 4 just out of respect for Henry Cavill or out of like simpage for him, right? So yeah, this would have been a good way to just snag people in, because if you're already familiar with Liam Hemsworth for 3 full episodes, 6, 7, and 8. You might be okay with it. Like, all right, I'll keep watching the show.
Yeah, because a lot of people have said they really don't want. They're going to stop watching now that Henry Cavill's gone.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
By giving us this little taste, you might have a little bit. Might keep you going for season 4, but
so what you're a little bit longer.
The one you thought of, right?
Yeah, the one I thought the first. Well, the third one's the best one, but the first one that I thought of here. So in season 3, spoiler alert, we get a little sequence where Geralt, he pills up, he gets the black eyes. And he thinks he finds the hideout. Well, I think he actually does find the hideout of what?
He gets the black guys?
The black eyes. There's no black guys in this show. Actually, there are a lot of black guys in this show. Doesn't make much sense, but there are a lot. So he finds this lair of what they think is Stregobor. It turns out to be Vilgefortz. And there are these girls that are being kind of morphed into creatures. But he finds out that what they're doing here is kidnapping girls and trying to project or like magically make a copy of Ciri's mind and put him in these girls to replicate her power and to deceive Nilfgaard, right? So this would be super lame, but you could make it believable where Geralt is in this place and he's not infinitely powerful. He's just a witcher. We see him get his ass kicked by a sorcerer later this season. He could get taken down by one of these monsters or something, and get put into a stasis, or maybe he gets some kind of a spell put on him so he's dying or whatever you want to say. And then later on, you could have Yennefer, by some circumstance, quote unquote, save him by being like, we need to save his mind. It's the only way. His body's done for. And they project his mind using this same kind of magic into, for some reason, another Giga Chad's body. I don't know where they're going to get it. Maybe they contact the Witcher headquarters.
Grab anything. Oh, it's another great looking guy.
Yeah, it's another chiseled man. Right, exactly. But they could do that. They could do it. It would be lame. But I would think it's hilarious, and that the comedy factor can't be understated and stuff like this. I think it has value.
They're going for the chuckles in this show, right? I think that's their number one thing.
I think it is too.
I mean, we're gonna come out with a video soon about the worst F-bombs and all of The Witcher, because they really leaned into that throughout the seasons of. It's so funny they say the F word so often. It's so annoying.
Look to your big brother Game of Thrones. Copy and paste. Don't try to go your own way. It never works. All right. Final one, number 3, and I do legitimately think this is the best way. It has a little bit of comedy factor, but I think me and Don both agree with this. He fights Vilgefortz, Geralt does, in like the climactic episode of episode 6.
Without his black guys.
Without his black guys in his skull. And he gets his ass kicked. He gets thrown in the water, and I guess he washes up on shore in an elf village or something with the most annoying Asian woman ever conceived in fiction. And we don't get to see him at first. We don't get to see him, but Jaskier ends up coming to the village, and they do this weird kind of long reveal where Jaskier comes in. His face looks so horrified for Geralt, who is, I think, unconscious at the time or barely conscious, laying on this table because he got his ass kicked. Like I said, they could so easily have inserted into here. These elves are magical, or at least they use some kind of herbs. They could say, like, Jaskier, like, I warn you, man, like, he's not going to be the same man you once knew. Or, you know, somehow through the healing process, it's transformed him into this slightly different, but still Giga Chad chiseled man. I think that's believable, don't you think?
Yeah, and Jaskier could make a thing where it's like he's gonna look a lot different. He's like, oh man, he's gonna look ugly. He's gonna look horrific, and he's like, he looks better, like, or something like that.
Yeah, right. He's gonna look. Well, Jaskier's gay now, so they could really play that up.
He's always been gay. Look at the way he's always around Geralt. He always wanted that, and maybe this is his chance now. He thinks like maybe this new face will be a new identity. I can maybe slip in there with him.
You think Geralt's pubes turned white as well when he became a Witcher?
I think he's bald. I think he's bald everywhere.
Oh, you think so? It took away the hair? That's dude, that is feminine. I choose to ignore that headcanon. All right, I don't think so. I think all of his hair turned white.
I think his male pattern baldness down there. I think that's what's going
on his crotch. So he's got like a center part that's bald and it still grows on the sides. It's like a U.
Yeah, let's get the horseshoe like Larry David. Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's fine.
That's headcanon. Yeah.
Let us know. Let us know what you guys think of our theories here. I think all three of these would have been perfect, absolutely perfect in every way.
Well, let us know what you thought. Is there a better way you could have recasted them? Like, you know, gun to your head, you have to recast them and put him in this season. How would you do it other than the way we got it in this season where he just walks into a forest and maybe there's a scene that they already shot with Henry Cavill for season 4 that they're going to be doing it with or something. I don't know. They already said they know how to. Let us know how you thought they should have done it for season 3. Smash that like button like Jaskier wanted to smash Geralt as soon as he saw his new face in our new headcanon. And subscribe if you want to see more content like this.